Welcome back, my friends, to the Morning Mindset. It is time for us to do a little bit of work here at the beginning of the day to get our minds right. And if you're not listening to this at the beginning of the day, that's okay. You can take a moment right now, the next 4 or 5 minutes, to get your mind readjusted, to approach this day with a godly outlook, with a strong spiritual perspective. That is what's going to fuel you to live successfully today. And when I say successfully, I don't necessarily mean lots of profit will come to you in your business because of this. I don't necessarily mean that your relationships will go better because of this. What I mean is you will successfully walk, live, interact according to the ways God would have you live. If you're able to have your mindset right and be strong in your commitment to pursue that right kind of response to the world around you. We started yesterday looking at Proverbs chapter 3, and remember, a proverb is just a wise saying. But we have to be careful we don't let them just be wise sayings like the memes you see on social media. We need to apply them to our lives. We need to think them through, understand the truth of them, and say, that's the kind of person I am going to be. It's not that you hope to be. It's that you are going to be. You're making a decision to draw on the strength of Christ, your Savior, to enable you to become the person you're reading about. And Proverbs chapter 3, verse 3 is a great example of that, because the writer, Solomon, is telling us this. He says, let love and faithfulness never leave you. Bind them around your neck. Write them on the tablet of your heart. Then you will win favor and a good name in the sight of God and man. I mean, let's just dig into that for a minute. Let love and faithfulness never leave you. You see, we live in a culture where love and faithfulness are very conditional, right? We see divorce that's rampant. We see the commitment to other people and the keeping of our word being just ravished all across our culture. We see it in political contexts. We see it in the entertainment industry and the personalities that are there. We see people going back on their word and their commitment to love others. But the writer of Proverbs is telling us, don't let that be true of you. Let it never leave you. When you make a commitment to love someone, you want to be the kind of person who sticks that out no matter the circumstance. And he gives us some imagery of what it would be like. He says, bind them around your neck. So he's talking about, like putting on a necklace or putting on, some kind of a thing, a collar that will always be with you. He says, write them on the tablet of your heart. Now that's an even deeper illustration of what this would look like. You want this to become part of you. And if it's going to become part of you, you've got to spend some time really thinking about it, really meditating on it, really asking God through prayer to make it true of you. Because I guarantee you can't do it on your own. You need God's help. And look at the result that comes from this. He says, then, when you're able to do that, you will win favor and a good name in the sight of God, which is most important, and man. So think about it. The people who are loving, the people who are faithful and trustworthy, we as human beings look upon them with good opinion. They have won our favor because they've proven themselves to be trustworthy. And God looks upon us that way as well. So reach out to Him today. Ask Him to make love and faithfulness an integral part of who you are today in the interactions and in the commitments that you enter into. And trust Him to do it. Don't just count on your own strength. Trust Him to help you because He will. He will, and that's where your faith comes in. Believe Him to do what He promises to do. Let's talk about this more on tomorrow's Morning Mindset.